Hello and welcome back to English Classes Online. If you are a student preparing for the WASSCE English language exam, this video is made just for you. Today, I want to show you how to write a strong, high-scoring story in 5 easy steps. Whether you are writing a real experience or an imaginary one, these steps will help you impress your examiners and earn the marks you deserve. So stay with me from beginning to end, because I will also share a full sample story written from a real WASSCE past question. You do not want to miss that. Lesson objectives. Before we jump in, here is what we will cover in this lesson. Number 1, how to identify the topic and purpose of your story. Number 2, how to identify the experience you want to share. Number 3, how to plan your story using the elements of storytelling. Number 4, how to write the actual story. And number 5, how to edit your story for maximum marks. And at the end, I will walk you through a complete sample story from a past WASSCE lesson. Let us get started right away. Step 1. Identify the topic and purpose of the story. The first thing you must do when you see a story question in your exam is to read it very carefully. Ask yourself, what is this question asking me to do? Most WASSCE story questions will either give you a theme like discipline, courage, or honesty, or they will give you a specific ending that your story must arrive at. Your purpose is to write a story that perfectly matches that theme or that ending. Or if you are asked to write a story that illustrates something, your purpose is to write a story that illustrates that particular theme or moral principle. For example, if the question says, write a story, real or imaginary, which ends with the words, I then realized that it pays to be disciplined. Then your topic is discipline. That's the main focus. And your purpose is to show why discipline is valuable through the events in your story. Do not rush past the question. Spend about 2 minutes reading it and making sure you understand exactly what the examiner wants. Underline keywords in the question on your paper. This keeps you focused. Step 2. Identify the experience you want to share. Now that you know what the question is asking, decide what kind of story you want to tell. You are the author and finisher of that story, so you decide what kind of story you want to tell. Your story can be real, meaning something that actually happened to you or someone you know. Your story can be imaginary, meaning something you create from your own mind, something you just imagined. Both of them are acceptable in the WASSCE. What matters is that the story is interesting, believable, and clearly connected to the topic. Ask yourself these questions. Have I experienced something related to this topic? Have I seen or heard of someone going through something like this? Or can I imagine a believable situation that shows this theme clearly? Once you have your idea, hold on to it. That experience, whether it is real or imagined, is the heart of your story. Choose a simple, focused experience. One powerful event is better than many scattered ones. Step 3. Plan the story using elements of storytelling. Good stories are not written by accident, they are planned. Before you write a single sentence, take 3 to 5 minutes to plan your story using these key elements of storytelling. First, setting. Setting means where and when your story took place. Where and when does your story take place? Give your story a time and a place. Second, characters. Who is in your story? Introduce your main character, the narrator or hero, and any supporting characters. Third, plot. What happens in your story? That's what plot is about. Plan a beginning, a middle, and an end. Your beginning should introduce the situation. Your middle should show the challenge or conflict. Your ending should bring a resolution. And if the question gives you a specific ending, make sure your story leads naturally to that ending. Fourth, what lesson or message does your story carry? In our example, the theme is discipline. Fifth, conflict. What problem or challenge does the main character face? Conflict is what makes a story interesting. No conflict, no story. Spend a few minutes writing a short outline. Just notes, not full sentences. This outline will guide your writing and help you stay focused. Use a simple structure: beginning, middle, end. Write 2 to 3 bullet points for each part. Step 4. Write the story. Now it is time to write. Take a deep breath and begin. Here are the key things to keep in mind as you write. Write in the first person. Use I, me, my, unless the question specifically asks for third person narrator. If not, first person narration. First person narration creates connection with the reader, so it's advisable to use the first person. Use vivid, descriptive language. Do not just tell what happened. Show it. Use sensory details. What did you see, hear, feel, or think? Vary your sentence length. Short sentences create tension. Longer sentences can help to slow things down and build emotion or description. Paragraphing matters. Start a new paragraph when there is a change in time, place, speaker, or idea. If the question gives you a specific ending, like in our example today, write your story so that ending feels natural and well end. not forced. Aim for at least 4 well-developed paragraphs. Examiners reward substance and clarity. Do not try to write a perfect first draft. Write freely, then fix it in step 5. Now it's time for our sample story, and we want to base this on WASSCE past question, West African Senior School Certificate Examination. Now let me show you how everything we have learned works together. The WASSCE question is this: write a story, real or imagined, which ends with the words, "I then realized that it pays to be disciplined." Here is the sample story. I will read it through, and I want you to notice how the 5 steps are applied. The price of hard work. It's optional to start by introducing your name. My name is Chukwudi Eze, and for most of my secondary school life, I believed that intelligence was enough. I was naturally bright, quick to understand concepts, and always the first to raise my hand in class. My teachers praised me, my parents were proud, and I grew comfortable, perhaps too comfortable. While my classmates stayed late in the library and filled notebooks with revision notes, I spent my evenings watching television and chatting with friends. Exams are for those who cannot think on their feet, I used to say. I was wrong. The term before our final WASSCE examinations, our school held a mock exam to help us assess our readiness. I walked into the hall feeling confident, but as I sat down and turned over the paper, something strange happened. My mind went blank. The questions were familiar. I had seen similar ones in class, yet I could not string together a coherent answer. I fumbled, I guessed, I left several questions half answered. When the results came out 2 weeks later, I had scored a D in English. I had scored a D in English language and a C in mathematics. I could not believe it. My closest friend, Ejiofor, who had spent every free period studying, scored an A in both subjects. Shame washed over me like cold water. That night, I sat alone in my room and thought deeply about my choices. I had been careless with the greatest opportunity of my young life. My parents had sacrificed so much to keep me in school, and I had treated that sacrifice lightly. From that moment, I made a decision. I would change. I drew up a study timetable, woke up every morning by 5 o'clock, and studied with a focus I had never known before. I stopped making excuses and started making progress. The weeks were hard, but I held on. On the morning of our first WASSCE paper, I walked into the examination hall with a calm I had never felt before. My hands were steady, my mind was clear, and my heart was full of quiet confidence. Not the careless kind I once had, but the deep confidence that comes from genuine preparation. I answered every question carefully, managed my time well, and left the hall with a smile. When our results were released, I had earned straight A's in all my subjects. Ejiofor hugged me and said he was proud of me. My parents wept with joy. But more than the grades, more than the celebration, what stayed with me was the lesson behind the result. No amount of natural talent can substitute for consistent effort, hard work, planning, and self-control. That is what separates those who merely dream from those who achieve. As I held that result slip in my hands, my eyes filled with grateful tears, I smiled to myself. I then realized that it pays to be disciplined. From this, you can observe exactly how we have applied the steps discussed in the writing of this story. You can go through the sample story and pause where necessary to reflect on the very principles we discussed and how they have been applied in the writing of this story. Step 5. Edit the story. Once you have written your story, do not just put down your pen. Take a few minutes. Even 5 minutes is enough to read through what you have written. Check for these common errors. Spelling mistakes, especially common words that are misspelled under pressure. Make sure you correct them. Punctuation. Make sure every sentence ends with a full stop, a question mark, or an exclamation mark. Check that dialogue uses quotation marks correctly. Grammar. Check subject-verb agreement, tense consistency, and the correct use of pronouns. Paragraph structure. Make sure each paragraph focuses on one main idea. And most importantly, check that your story ends exactly as the question requires. If the question gave you a specific ending, make sure those words are there precisely as stated. A clean, well-edited story always earns more marks than a messy one with good ideas. Read your story aloud in your head. If something sounds wrong, it probably needs to be fixed. And that, my friends, is how you write a strong WASSCE story in 5 easy steps. Let us do a quick recap. Step 1. Identify the topic and purpose. Step 2. Identify the experience you want to share. Step 3. Plan using the elements of storytelling. Step 4. Write your story with detail and structure. Step 5. Edit and polish before you put down your pen. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who is also preparing for the WASSCE. Do not forget to subscribe to English Classes Online and hit that notification bell so you never miss a lesson. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.